Well, this journey that I'm on with cancer, it's certainly it's not an easy journey. It's full of difficulties and challenges. But what is easy in this journey is God's faithfulness. I see it every day. I don't really have any options or choices in what happens to me day to day. I just have to do what the doctors tell me. And there's nothing glamorous about chemo. There's nothing glamorous about having cancer, but there's something glamorous about God's grace. On my most difficult days, during my most difficult times, He will always send me who I need, what I need, before I even know what I need sometimes. And those comes in forms of texts whenever, I'm just having a really rough spell, whether it's emotionally or physically, through meals that have been provided to me. He has people praying for me all over the place. And there's one example in particular where a lady from church brought somebody that's been fairly new to our church that was going down her own cancer journey, similar to mine, further on down the road. And she thought we'd be a good match, to kind of meet each other. And I'd never met this woman. She comes to my house with a chemo bag full of tips and tricks that were going to make my journey easier. And they did. It had all kinds of goodies in there that I wouldn't have known to use during my journey. And it just touches my heart that here's this woman who's going through her own difficult journey, crossing her own Jordan and trying to take care of herself. And she, for all intents and purposes, me a perfect stranger to her, she calls me every day before my chemo and tells me and says the most beautiful prayers over me. One thing that I've always taught my kid is nothing in this world happens without God allowing it to. And this opportunity has been the perfect challenge for me to show him that I believe that in my bones. His answers, God's answers, may not be what I expect them to be, but I have to trust His plan. And I do trust His plan. I have a peace over me. The good Lord has seen fit to keep my symptoms and my side effects mild. He's taking care of every need that like I said, sometimes I don't even know that I need. And it's been a tremendous ministry also to my kid who's seeing this. And he's like, why are these people doing this, Mom? Like, why? Some of them don't even know who you are. And I'm like, that's God. That's how God shows up. And so I have dark days. I have hard days. And all I have to do is pray. And a sense of peace comes over me immediately. And I'm just getting started on my journey. So I'm going to be crossing my Jordan for a while. But that's okay. I'm not scared. I'm not nervous. Do I get moments of fear? Yeah, of course I do. It's cancer. Am I sick? Yeah, I'm very sick. But He gives me more good days than He gives me bad days.